All right, Andrew.
Put something back. Oh, it's on you. What's up?
All right. It's live. You see us? Two cents on dollar. You don't see the black. It's the same symbol as it is on YouTube. The same picture. I'm gonna see if I can share it with you.
No, it's not, but I found the live.
Oh, it ain't. Okay, so what it is? It's the red. It's just my.
It's just a regular blue symbol.
Okay, so I gotta figure out how to change that. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, feedback. All right, y'all. Album.
Yeah.
Okay, Manny.
What's up?
Welcome. We had an intermission. We had an intermission. Technical difficulties. We're back.
I know that shit was lit.
Back like we never left.
Yeah.
So, the question of the day is, because it's more than one, what is your toxic trait? And what do you think a toxic trait is?
So we can see
Like,
somebody say something. Everybody listen.
Like, what is your definition of a toxic trait? What is your toxic trait? Like, give me some examples of toxic traits. What do you think a toxic trait is? And what are your toxic traits?
Of myself or of the person I'm trying to be with?
I mean, of yourself and anybody in general. Like, give me some, what do you think a toxic trait is? What do you think a toxic trait is?
Which ones you don't like? Which ones you do yourself?
The definition of a toxic trait, what do you think the definition of a toxic trait is?
Something that hurts and not helps. Shit. Something that'll like damage a relationship, no matter what it is.
So what is your toxic trait?
Of myself?
Yes. What do you think your toxic trait is?
I don't know. I'm a Virgo, so you know, if I believe in something, I got stand 10 toes down on it. You gotta convince me. You know what I mean? Like a lot of folks, they'll be quick to take advice from other folks. With me, like I'll take advice from other folks, but you're gonna have to defend your position. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just tell me, if I'm telling you, hey boy, the sky blue.
Fuck that.
But you talking about,
turquoise.
But they talking about, look, they talking about, boy, that shit purple because it's, okay, you gonna have to explain to me why it's purple. I'm just not gonna believe you. Huh?
Your blood.
I know that for a fact. You feel me? Like, you feel me? If I know it, I know it, and I can agree with you.
Right.
But if it's something I don't know, you got to show me why it's like that. I can't just, I ain't boo-boo the fool. You know what I mean? There's a lot of folks trying to leave folks out there that ain't nothing to back up what they talking about. That's just some shit they think. They trying to sell it to you with the gospel, though.
Looking at the Wikipedia.
That's their 2 cents. You know
You
what
feel
I'm
me?
saying? That's their 2 cents. That's how they feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like my 2 cents come with proof. You feel me?
Validation.
Yeah, like
Credit.
if you ask me why, I can show it to you. I can
Some
pull
weight.
that shit up.
Oh, credit.
Yeah, why I feel like, okay, this it. You feel
You
me?
got logic behind it.
Yeah, so I just don't like the, you know what I mean? A liar is a toxic trait.
Most definitely the toxic trait.
Like once you, and again, and my mama had to tell me this shit the other day, like even just watch who I, because you might tell me your sad story, and if I can help, I'm gonna try to help. Period.
No, I don't.
You feel me? But
everybody has a sob story.
exactly, you feel me? But if I hear it and I believe it, because you know I've been around scammers and criminals and the worst of the worst. So if I hear your shit, it's like, damn, boy, you really hurting. Boy, if I can help it, then I'm gonna try to help it. And she was like, man, you can't do that with everybody.
You can't, and then I don't like when people ask you what's wrong, like they want to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, don't help if it's gonna come with anything extra. Don't,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I be feeling like this, like if I help
then
somebody,
you become the toxic trait. Because now that's manipulation. Because why? What do you want? What do you want out of this situation?
Exactly. Because dealing with that topic right there, I tell motherfuckers all the time, because I feel the same way. Like, I don't tell nobody something that I don't live myself. If you gonna do something for me, do it for your heart. Because I'm not gonna feel like I need to kiss your ass for this and that. Because if I do something for you, it comes from the heart. I ain't looking for nothing in return, my nigga. I just want to see you succeed. But you know, some of them folks will be like, they'll goddamn hear that you this and that, and I can slide in on Blends right now and goddamn get in good with him. You feel what I'm saying? And then later on, it's like, boy, remember when not? Boy, stop. I ain't know. Yeah, you did that. You either did because you fuck with me, or if you thought you were going to get something out of it, right player, wrong man, what you talking about?
It's done already. What difference does it matter? Like,
You feel me? But some folks live their life like that.
Exactly.
They just do.
And you're right. You're most definitely correct. Because I've been in situations like that where, you know, a person will most definitely bring it. Oh, I did this for you, sweetheart. And a lot of times, I don't ask. People will volunteer their services. They will volunteer their services and then turn around and be like, well, I did this. Sweetheart, who asked you to?
Yeah.
Who asked you to do it? Nobody asked you to do it.
Yeah, like you volunteered that shit. Because I'm thinking in the moment that you volunteered it because you actually give a fuck about me.
You know what I'm saying?
But now it come out that you didn't give a fuck about me. What?
So, you know, you did that with obligation. So you had intent behind it. So what you want? And then that's when it becomes what you want, what you need.
Facts.
Because now you can concentrate because you're only doing stuff for me so that you can get something or you want something or you had something brewing in already. So it's something that you need or something that you want from the situation. So what you
feel like I'm the one to give it to you.
Right.
You feel like ain't nobody else, not your mammy, not your pappy, not your kid, nobody else around you that's close is gonna do it for you. But you think I'm the nigga that's gonna do it for you.
And it's, instead of you directly asking, you know what I'm saying, because you know it's some fucked up shit that you about to ask for, you know that it's some shit that you shouldn't be asking for. Whatever the situation may be, you scared to ask for, whatever it may be, you feel like you can just con your way into it, like, nah.
Yeah, not right playing, wrong man. I'm telling you.
Right playing,
because it's
wrong
something
man.
Be like that. You know what I mean? If I can't do it, I'm gonna tell you I can't do it. And I'm not gonna feel bad that I can't do it. Because you know, you got some folks that got, you might ask them this and that or whatever, or they might ask you for some whatever, and then when you say no, now they acting like you need an explanation for that shit. I don't owe you no explanation. I can't do it. Period. You feel what I'm saying? If I could,
I did this for you when you could. Okay, well,
okay.
Me and you, they go back to
that's
saying,
because guess what?
If you are not the same, I cannot.
But guess what? You may have been in a position to help me.
I was just going to say that a lot of the times, the people that you help are not in a position to help you because you was helping them.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
And sometimes people don't even have the mentality to help. So it's like they get to a position that like, I have enough just for what I need. Even though it seems like I have more, even though I'm paying my bills on time, even though, you know, it may seem like I got everything going on, whatever. I have just enough for what I need. And I don't want to take away from it. So no, I can't help you. Like, and people will be like, I see you, you know, you do that. People don't understand. It's the mentality you have to be in the mentality to be able to help somebody. You have to have the heart and the mind for it. You have to have the heart, the mind, and the ability to do it. Let's just be clear about that.
Because you can want to do it all day, but if you're not in a position to do it, there's nothing you can do about it. And if you really fuck with me, then if I tell you I can't do it, don't guilt trip me. Because you're dealing with the right one. I don't feel guilty about nothing. Because if I could, I would. If I can't, I'm not. And I'm not going to feel no kind of way about it. You feel me? It just doesn't make sense. And it's just a world where the shit different. You know what I'm saying? Shit different, bro. Everybody feel like you owe them an explanation. Nigga, if I just don't want to, I don't want to. It may just be that when you told it to me, I didn't feel like doing it. I don't need to explain to you why.
Exactly.
And I don't owe you.
Nigga, I don't have to tell you shit. I don't owe you
nothing. You gotta do none of that. Respectfully. I ain't finna tell that to you in a way to make you feel, because I would hate to have you get mad at me about mine. You feel what I'm saying? Please don't get mad with me about mine. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna still be respectful.
Okay, so question.
Yeah.
When it comes down to sex in a relationship, how do you feel about the opposite sex telling you no then? Like, do you feel like it's their obligation? Do you feel like motherfucker using sex against you, like in a
Nah.
toxic trait? Do you feel like
I don't feel like it's obligated, but I feel like when I asked you out and asked you to be exclusively mine, you knew that you was taking on the burden of when I have an urge, you're the one that I'm coming to. And vice versa. It may be times when it's 2, 3 in the morning. I don't want to goddamn get it up for you, but I want to sleep. But
Sometimes
you want
we do
it.
want to sleep. Sometimes we do want to sleep.
But then what? You want it, and I know that because you're mine. Okay, go ahead and get it. Even if I just lay here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what if she just like that? Are you gonna feel like she's not into it?
I'm not. I mean, if it's 2 in the morning, I know you ain't into it. You're only doing this for me, so I feel better about that. I know you don't want to fuck that.
At that point,
I like the answer that you gave, because some people will be like, you ain't into it, you don't like me, you, and they be like, bro, look, I just worked a full shift just like you. I just did this, I just did that, I just had a full day just like you.
You see, I
didn't even know I was.
told you to ride it
Look, here you go. I didn't even know I was tired, so I hit the pillow.
Yeah.
It don't even be it just be like, bro.
And niggas, sometimes in our mind, it'd be like, okay, if you say you're tired, cool, man. I don't want you to do no extravagant ass shit. Just lay on your side, and I'm gonna find out how to get up and down.
Slide in there. It's gonna slide in there.
I'm gonna make it as quick as possible for you.
And most times, like I said, if she likes you,
I can get you done
real quick.
Why you over there snoring? In my mind, you talking dirty to me right now. You all that I'm gonna hurry up and get it right.
My imagination is crazy.
I like to I'm not gonna lie, because I've been in, you don't even understand the difference in the responses and the difference in the men is just outrageous, because you got some men that will respond and be like, nah.
I look at it like this. If I'm tired and you want sex, okay, cool. I'm lay here. Your job at that point is
to get what you want.
Get him up.
Right.
However the hell you want to do that. I'm going to lay here.
Get what you want.
Yes, I'm going to sit here and lay here.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm going to enjoy the show. But guess what? As far as me flipping over for you, no. You wanted the dick. I told you I'm already tired. So at that point in time, get him up, sit on him, get him to that little spot that you like, and keep working. You know how y'all girls do, look right there.
That's a jackrabbit. That's the girl version.
It's a little spot.
The guy version is a jackrabbit.
He probably want that too, and guess what? Slide it off, go right up, and I'm going to sleep. I probably already sleep before you even
You
get to the bathroom.
literally gotta jump off of my shit too. Know when I'm about to nut. Because I probably will fall asleep on your ass if I'm that tired. I will fall asleep. Don't worry, he'll still work. He'll still be up for you, but I won't be. I'm gonna be fast the hell out.
But in a relationship, I definitely feel like there is an obligation. If we talking about a grown-up relationship, we talking about the point where we ain't just in high school and, hey, look, I got urges, you got urges. You feel what I'm saying? You supposed to, at the same time, I'm telling you that, look, I ain't finna mess with nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? And because I'm not gonna mess with nobody else, that means that when I want it, I have no choice but to come to you. So if you're telling me no, you may be good at every other area. You feel me? But this is
drive low.
This is something I need. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you. Hey, look,
verbally.
You feel me?
Verbally tell you.
Stop playing with
I need them cats.
Because if you ain't gonna scratch that itch,
nah, but that's one thing. But that's one thing you gotta verbalize as men, because the girl will give you your answer, and then once she gives you your answer, then now you can assess how you're going to. Like now you're gonna see if you need a side chick or you just gotta get rid of this girl altogether. Like,
if you ain't satisfying that need,
you need a side chick, man. Okay.
Because look, not even that. We're gonna just cut this off. Because
that's why I said
just cut it off. Because I can't.
But that's why I say you can get rid of them.
Yeah, if that's a need, that means the man. Look,
But he just said
Your
she doing
man gonna
everything
be
else.
miserable.
He just said she doing everything else. And
Yeah,
there's
he's
guys
doing
out there.
everything else.
There's guys out there just like women, selfish, and they want their cake and eat it too.
Yeah,
Let's be all honest. We talking to
Yeah,
everybody. Talking to everybody out here now.
Yeah, because if it's a thing where I'm stressing to you, like, look, everything
Women
else
are
cool,
allowed
whatever, but this right here is important to me. Like, I'm telling you what's important to me. Like, because I'm
If you better be able to do it every night, at least once.
Yeah, we're gonna do it at least twice a day. Twice a day.
I'm a twice a day.
You need that.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like
I might be tired that night, but in the morning, I'm gonna demolish you before I go to work.
That's an easy one. The morning time is an easy one. I'm
gonna roll over and
well, you gotta get lunch and dinner then. They're your two shifts. You feel me?
Give me while I'm actually up. Don't give me while I'm waking up.
According to you always at work. So hey. So now he got to
Well,
be the one to
well,
compromise with a big
So what
cookie.
you
He always gonna be tired. He always gonna be tired.
So what you doing? Pulling up to get the cookies?
Don't pull up the way. Bring that ass in the parking lot.
Oh damn, you busting
Not
in
backseat,
back shots and bathroom betties.
Take
Got
us
bathroom
back-
betties and backseat
take
back
us
shots.
back to our adventurous days, girl.
Ooh, not backseat.
You know where you work at? 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 That's too spicy. The floor already sticky.
Nah, at the end of the day, that's how it goes. But if you my lady at the crib, that's just how shit gonna have to go. Because I'm not asking you for, just like we were talking about on the other show. A man isn't really asking a woman for much.
At all.
I'm not asking you to help me pay my bills. I'm not asking you to take me out on a date every week. I'm not asking you to help me get my hair done. You know, I gotta go to my brother and got there. You know, he charged us.
But be capable if we fall off, though. Be capable. He's talking some real shit, but be capable of it.
Yeah, but see, I pray for the best, but I plan for the worst. So I already feel like nobody around me. I feel like nobody around me is gonna be able to help me. Yeah, like I pray for the best, but I plan for the worst. So I'm already gonna go into it like ain't nobody gonna be there for me. I've said that to some of the ones closest to me. They're like, well, actually, such and such is there for you. Such cool, but in my mind, to keep me going and making sure that I can be as self-sufficient as possible, ain't nobody finna be there for me. So I need to make this shit happen however I can. You feel me? Without risking going back to prison, none of that. But we need to make this shit, you know what I mean?
Listening to him talking, go back to what I said earlier before he got here about being selfish.
Everybody has to be selfish to an extent. You have to.
I just wanted you to say it.
Ain't nobody finna love you like you love you. But you also have to be real and humble enough to realize, like, okay, the people around me, can I be a little bit more tender with them? Like, that's something I had to deal with recently. You feel what I'm saying? Can I be a little lighter on the ones around me? And you're going to have to pick out, like, it's up to your judgment. And if you judge wrong at first, cool, you can always correct that. Okay, I trusted you when I shouldn't have trusted you. Cool. I just ain't going to trust you no more. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm going to give you that benefit. I'm going to, like, okay, cool. How Juice doing? All right, listen, bro, you need what? All right, cool, I'm going to do that. If you burn me, that's on you. Because my philosophy is, if you're going to burn me, I want to know as fast as possible. I don't want it to draw out 2-3 years. And no, if you're going to burn me, I'm going to give you the opportunity to burn me right now. So we can be done. We don't need to draw this out. You feel me? And that's just, I don't know. A lot of people don't think like that. Everybody go right into the, like we was talking about before, the lovey-dovey phase and this and that. Or even if it's your partners, oh, we have a good time. That's my nigga. But are they making you better?
Exactly. Do they tell you the truth? Do they really love you?
Yeah, like I don't need no yes man.
Best interest. Yeah. Oh, I hate that. And
do they bring the same energy to you?
You know what? I think people get that confused with trying to please. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what I mean by that is I went through a phase with an ex where we was getting back from some trauma in the relationship. We was getting back from some trauma in the relationship. So we was coming back together, you know what I'm saying? And in that time, he was doing little things. And the little things that he was doing was irritating me, but they had no reason to irritate me. But it was irritating me because I felt like he was being a yes man.
Yeah.
So that's why it was irritating me. Like, I feel like you're only doing this because you know what I'm saying, you fucked up or I fucked up or you trying to figure out how to mend the relationship or whatever the case may be, because eventually it's gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't do stuff that you're not gonna continue doing. Don't come outside of yourself to do something that you're not true to. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. But were y'all new in a relationship or have y'all already been dealing with each other? Y'all already. Well, he might look. It's some niggas that's just so in love with you that everything you say, nigga, like, hell yeah, man, let's try it. Hell yeah, babe. Hey.
No.
And they ain't trying to be. That ain't one of them.
No, it wasn't that kind of situation. What I'm saying is,
you was actually there through my toxic relationship.
You was there with
I'm saying you've been in
Boy,
what I'm saying is you've been in a relationship and you see what type of person they are. You see their habits, you see, you know what I'm saying? You see what you fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, something happens in a relationship. Now, y'all getting back in a relationship. It's little things that you're doing, you know, to try to mend the relationship. But I feel like you only doing it just because the relationship is on eggshells. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a man is naturally gonna, once you communicate that you're having a problem with this or that, a man, if he fuck with you, he's gonna try to naturally correct that.
Right. But I don't think that it should
if he cares about you.
I don't think that it should be overboard.
Yeah, no, I don't agree neither.
That's what I feel.
But some niggas, that's all they know.
I don't feel like it should be to the point where you're outside of yourself and you're not being true to yourself. That's what I'm saying.
For sure.
That's what I mean by being a yes man.
But that's on you.
Yeah, because he's doing that for you. He's doing it because he thinks it pleases you.
Right. So when I tell you not to be a yes man and don't do it, don't do nothing.
Are you providing him with other options on how you can fix this?
Almost definitely.
Because a lot of females.
Once I get irritated with it, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll get irritated with it first. But once I get irritated with it, I'll look for a solution.
Well, get off my page.
You said once you irritated, you don't look for a solution?
I will.
Okay.
Because a lot of the time I don't know that it irritates me until I'm irritated.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? So if I got irritated with the situation, I'd be like, okay, we gotta figure something out because I feel like you're doing this because of that, and I feel like you're not being true to yourself.
And you are giving him other ways in which you can solve this problem.
Or we can come up with them together. I might not have.
No, I'm saying because
I might not have none right off top. But if I bring it to your attention, I'm telling you, you know, we can address this right now because this is how I feel.
But for a man, when a woman tells her man that, hey, I got a problem with such and such, all right, bet. Because sometimes to that man, that's the way he was doing it was the only way he knew how. So now, if you identify it as the problem, like this is the problem, the man, we're gonna look for you. We're gonna look at you like, okay, well, you got a suggestion, or do I need to figure this out all by myself?
Okay, that's one thing. But okay, let's say it's a generalistic problem. Let's say it's the whole relationship has spots that needs to be worked on, right?
Okay.
And you are at a point to where you've had a discussion to where, you know, you both can make changes and it'll work out for the better, right? Now, in this conversation, after the conversation, either he or she, because both men and women do it, go over the top to try to please the other person. Little things, over the top.
I mean, that's what a man gonna try to do. That's the same thing we do from the beginning, trying to woo y'all.
No.
We do things to try to impress you off the muscle if we want you.
No.
So we're gonna try to go over the top. We don't want to go to this expensive ass restaurant you just said, dude.
You gonna make that look like your damn self. Not with me.
Yeah, we was just asking.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
Of like you might pick something that you like that.
$10.
It's like $10. It's like I'm not taking you there. You go there on your own.
You feel me? But for a man, so we're conditioned so that the minute that we decide that we want you, we're willing to do whatever at that moment until you show us that you don't deserve it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so with that being said, because I'm trying to find the best way to put this. If I've been dating you for a long time, and I feel like the action that you're doing isn't you, that is why it is called, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's over the top. That's why I said.
Can I say you something right then? real quick, and then continue.
Go ahead.
The fact that you said that y'all were dating for, not y'all, but let's say anybody was dating for a while, that's the woman giving the message to the man that what we're doing is all right because we've been doing this for a long while already. We've already been doing this and you didn't have nothing to say the first 2 years.
No.
So you telling me that what I'm doing is good until you tell me different. How do I know? Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is this. Let's say I fuck up in a relationship, right?
Ooh, fucked up how, man?
Look, it don't matter. It don't matter how the fuck up is. It's a fuck up. Fuck up is a fuck up. I don't give a fuck what it is. Fuck up is a fuck up.
You actually admitted you fucked up?
Let's say, regardless of what it is, let's say I admit to a fuck up in a relationship,
Okay.
and you decide that you want to keep the relationship going, right?
Okay.
And in the midst that you decide you want to keep the relationship going, me knowing that I fucked up, I'm going over the top. Now, mind you, I'm going to want to keep my relationship going, so I'm going to want to go over the top to keep my relationship going, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you come to me and you say to me, stop, because you're not being yourself. You're not being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like the things you're doing, the things you're saying, you're not being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like you because you're not being yourself.
So you
Now
think,
you're
you just
being somebody
think he's not genuine, but
There you go.
what if he's trying to adapt and change it to that?
Facts.
So
Because
it's
he
like,
was being
he doesn't
genuine.
know, yeah,
He already was
he
being
didn't know
genuine.
how to be your genuine because
Yeah.
he knows how to be his genuine. So what if that is just a bad read?
Yeah.
So because there's a lot of bad reads out there that happens, and women and men fuck up in that aspect.
That's why it's a question, because people still see, because then I still see habits.
Yeah.
If you
But
don't-
his genuine wasn't good enough for you. That's what you didn't say it like that. But when you told him, hey, I have a problem with this, you told him that because what he's been doing with you the whole time was him.
It wasn't a problem.
Okay,
See what I'm saying?
until
The
you
problem
messed
was
up.
the fuck up.
And oh yeah, that shit fucked it
You know
up.
what I'm
That's a
saying?
monkey wrench right there. That's what they call a monkey wrench, y'all.
The problem was the fuck up.
Okay. Yeah, after that you're on borrowed
So
time.
They,
You are. Whoever it is, whether the man
Man.
cheats or the woman cheats, the other
was
significant
it
other
the
you're on
cheat
borrowed
or that's the
time.
fuck up?
But then-
Okay, so what's
Then
the
that's
cheat
two
or
wrongs.
that's the
That's
fuck
two
up?
wrongs don't make a right. At
Not
that
necessarily.
point, because if it's borrowed time, you already know you're 1 foot out the door. Just
Exactly.
sever the damn line.
I agree.
But I mean,
But this is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If I'm trying to work it through with you in my mind, and you
But that's
know,
only one person.
listen,
one side.
in the back of your mind, because you a Virgo like me, nigga.
You already
We a
know.
day
We all
apart.
Virgo.
Okay, so
No.
and yeah, fact. No, not all.
I'm talking about us three.
Yeah, one of us wasn't
Outside.
lucky enough to be a Virgo. He wasn't
Outside.
lucky enough. But
Yeah,
what
it's a 90s baby. Don't worry about it.
what's going on is
Wow.
yeah, what you just said?
Bet y'all Virgos.
No, before that.
Virgos are wrong.
You took me off with that. I ain't never heard nobody say Virgo. That just threw me for a loop.
No, okay, so what I'm saying is, like, shit, you did the fuck up or whatever.
Oh yeah, you on borrowed time because when I was being sincere with you and I was being faithful to you, you really told me when you cheated that I wasn't good enough for you.
It might not have been a cheat. It might have been a fuck up.
Or whatever.
Motherfucker just have to think about whether or not I want to deal with this or not. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? It could be any type of fuck
Your
up.
last red
You know what I'm
flag
saying?
type.
Right. It could be
Like a
any
deal
fuck up.
breaker.
You could have hurt the kids. You could have any type of fuck up.
Oh yeah, you heard the kids. You know you out of here.
Whatever the case may be, you could be an alcoholic, like you said, anyone that drink every day. Whatever the case may be, any type of fuck up. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You gotta sever it. You gotta sever it.
Yeah,
So
it's,
now it's like a
Now
That's
you're
harder.
hurting
That's
the other party.
hard.
It's
So
harder.
now
It's
it's
harder.
like a
But now you're
exactly.
hurting yourself and the other party, dragging him along, and like she's saying, the other person's not being themselves, and you're
And
you're really draining the other person and draining yourself.
so
because
guess what? Who got the nuts to cut it off then?
The
Because it's
person
not.
that wants to
Guess
go
what?
on the topic.
Guess what? It's not, but guess
That's
what?
why the toxic person is the one that's letting you
Usually
go.
after later,
The
but
toxic
guess,
person's the one
because they know they
The
fucked up.
question is,
But that mean they ain't got the nuts neither.
No,
Because
the
you
one that
did
fucked
something.
up is the one that's going over the top.
No,
The
no,
one-
no,
the
no,
one that
no,
told
that's
them
not
that
what
they
she
gonna-
said. She said that
yeah,
the one that fucked up
is the one that's going
is going over the top to make it over.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you were supposed to cut that off then.
exactly. That's the person
Yeah,
that's
you supposed to cut that
that's
off.
a toxic person.
Yeah, that's who's supposed to have the
It's
nuts.
like
If
that's the
you,
nigga that's going over
if
the
you-
But okay, so
if you
let's
shit
say,
on me, and I decide to take it and say, hey, we're gonna work it out, that's me sending you a message like, okay, I told you I didn't like what you said, but obviously I'm gonna still stick with you. So in their mind, it's like, as time progresses, I can do whatever because I did that last time and they was cool with that. You feel what I'm saying? Mentally.
Right. Okay, so what happens if it's the opposite? What happens if, like you said, is I might have been the one that fucked up, and then you the one that goes over the top.
If what? Say it again. I'm sorry.
Let's say I'm the one that fucked up, and then you the one that goes over the top
to try to keep you.
Not even necessarily.
That's the only way you would try to go over the top. If you fucked up and I'm trying to go over the top, it means that I saw that your actions said that I wasn't good enough, and I'm trying to prove that I'm good enough.
You and feel still on the other person to move.
You feel me?
Ties. Like,
that's the only way
you're not gonna be able to prove it because most people it's hard to change somebody's mind. You ready?
Yeah, which I feel like is the dumbest way ever. If they say that you ain't good enough, cut that shit off.
Yeah, cut it off, like because you're good enough for somebody.
Yeah, it's not them.
Like you're good enough for somebody.
Hey,
that's all I do.
That's how I feel. That's my 2 cents. You feel me?
Hey, I feel you. Somebody once told me their shoes weren't made for walking, so I understand.
Shoes weren't made for walking. What kind of shoes that is?
I don't know.
Running and talking. But yeah, I mean that's mine. But for somebody that's just going through that in emotion, it's like they already decided in their mind, like I want this person, and yeah, this person fucked up. But in relationships, it's about that. Like every relationship ain't perfect. They gonna do something that you don't like. You feel me?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Is it worth fighting for though?
Okay.
Can there be benefits in this relationship, not just for you, not just for them, but equally? You feel what I'm saying? Because if it's not mutually beneficial, what are you doing? If both of y'all are making each other better, what are y'all doing? Y'all wasting time.
Toxic relationship.
And you don't even know how much time you have.
Ooh, you're a toxic.
Yeah, like time is the thing that everybody wastes the most, but you can't tell me how much time you have left on this earth. But we waste it so like it ain't shit. You feel me?
We waste everything like it ain't shit.
Guess what? I ain't wasting shit no more. If you ain't for me, you ain't for me. I'm good. I need to find her.
I'm talking about as a whole, as a people, as a unit, as a human race, we're entitled. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, we is the smartest. Well, I ain't gonna say the smartest because I can't speak them animal languages.
Well,
but
I'm trying to tell you, but
get what? We dominating everything as humans. There's not a species that we've come into contact with that we haven't put into captivity.
You're right.
So I mean, we are the smartest. So of course, we feel like we're entitled.
Damn, each dangerous animal that we put in captivity has taken the lives of many
of us.
As you said, multiple human lives.
And we ain't even touched the motherfuckers at the bottom of the ocean.
Exactly. We ain't even seen all them. I be looking at the Megalodonus movies like, boy, is this something like that for real?
I wish you would come down here.
The Lord made
all
dinosaurs when everything was put where it was supposed to be. What it was supposed to be.
That giant motherfucker's gonna stay down there.
It's dinosaurs down there, y'all.
I mean, it's a reason why we can't reach those depths. Like God ain't let us go that deep. We done figured out how to fly. We done figured out how to go to the moon. All type of shit. But we can't go way down there.
Let me say something.
Prove it.
It's toxic.
Your phone is off a satellite. The satellite is up in the sky.
The satellite ain't even close to the moon.
How do you know that if you've never been up there?
Have you been up there?
I can't doubt it. That's all I'm saying. I can't say that it's not there.
NASA quotes the satellites revolving on the Earth, not the moon.
Exactly.
Okay.
And why do you think there's only been one landing on the moon?
But if you don't believe that we have gotten to the moon, you can't believe that there was one landing.
No, we haven't gotten.
You either all in or you all out.
Man, they stayed.
Did they get there?
No.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things we can do. We see them ships getting took off from the ground. Where the hell they going?
I feel like it's toxic to invade.
Where they going? If
other humans, other creatures habitats. So I ain't trying
They're not reaching the moon. They're not reaching the moon. That's why they have not been back.
How do we know that?
They have said we have
all I'm saying is, like we said before, is if you're gonna say something to me, I'm the type where if you show me proof and it's real proof, bro, I will believe it.
Okay.
Show me something.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Ponder website.
Ponder this.
Ponder you this.
Okay. So we went to the moon. What, 1960s?
Supposedly,
I don't remember it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So it is 2023, right?
Uh-huh.
So
why we ain't went back?
No. So if we went with the bullshit technology we had back then on just petroleum fuel, petrol fuel, jet fuel to get to the moon. You talking about in this day and age now, where they've already advanced the flight, they've advanced how these spaceships are made them lighter, all of that shit. Tell me, can you get back there again?
Who said we can't?
They said they have not been able to because they can't.
They might just be saying that. They might have went up there and saw it wasn't no beaches, ain't no Wi-Fi,
It ain't nothing
ain't no females up there. What we going back for?
The Wi-Fi ain't jumping.
The Wi-Fi ain't jumping up here. Oh, I'm good. They say something more. I don't know, but guess what? I believe the shit that you're saying is valid to me because we don't have proofs that.
Them niggas.
But then you have the cameras from the spaceships orbiting
out in the desert.
Brother man, you have spaceships that supposed spaceships. I'm gonna put quote unquote for you
UFOs
that take pictures of the Earth. So them pictures fake too. You feel me? Like what are we taking pictures of?
You're not getting what I'm saying.
I
said we did not reach the moon. I did not say we did not reach outer space. You can reach outer space and still be able to take a picture of the area, of the entire Earth.
But how do you know this if you've never been?
Bro, it ain't even about being there. They literally, this is how I could actually check this shit.
Okay.
They have a camera inside, just like how we got GoPros and bullshit. They got a camera, live feed. You're watching these motherfuckers. And as a matter of fact, I have family that works for NASA.
Okay, so what they
That's
talking about?
nothing, motherfucker.
Are they saying that they went to the moon?
Man, that nigga ain't he wasn't around that time.
Yeah, but you know a lot of this information that they'll get, whether they did have film of it or not, they'll say like, hey, we can't show the American people this. We're just gonna show them the beginning and the end.
Boom, there you go, toxic trait.
You feel me?
They only show you what the fuck.
Yeah,
they
what they want
me to have. I need to see all of it.
But guess what?
You show me
I'm gonna
from
give you
the
the
launch
illusion. I'm gonna give you the
to
illusion.
when these niggas got up in the air all the way, the couple of days it took to float to the actual moon or however long it took, when the shit actually fully landed, all 72,000 hours of coverage.
But you know, they're not going to do that unless there's an outcry for it from the masses of the people.
We asked, you mean?
A couple people asked.
Man, a lot of people asked.
There's 400 million people in the United States alone. How many of those people asked to see the moon? I ain't asked them folks not one time to see what the fuck going on up there. Not me.
I didn't make a personal phone call, but
I
don't got no direct line or nothing. But it was a thought in my head like,
Joe, you really go up there. You old enough to know. You really go there.
Here go me. I did buy a telescope and try to see, how close it was.
I've been to.
But
I've been to one of the places that had the big ass telescopes. And we looked at nighttime on a clear sky, and you still can't get as damn detailed. So you telling me that these niggas got damn spaceship, if they can't even get us to goddamn Miami in less than an hour and a half, you think they got enough rocket fuel to get you from here to the moon?
Yeah, well, that plane ain't got what that spaceship got on it. They ain't got the engines.
When you see the moon in the night sky, it be so big, so beautiful, so bright, so vibrant.
That just shows you how big it is.
When you take a picture of that shit, that motherfucker goes like this.
Look, that.
Hey, they tell you where you went. Everything. They say everything in the camera.
Nigga, you was this close an hour ago.
But at the same time, I'm the type that's like, I'm more like a optimist than a pessimist. So it's like you've already admitted that we can get to outer space. So what's the difference between getting from outer space outside of our world to getting to this moon? What's the difference? We already out here.
Life support.
Life support how?
I was just
I'm saying.
All you need.
Proper gear.
And we can check this. We can check this.
All the way.
Fact check me. Please fact check me. But you would need a tube or something or whatever the living space is that is airtight. Meaning can't no air get out here. Okay? And then that's all you need is the trip, the gas to get you there, because if they're saying in space, that one little propulsion will push you.
Okay, so it's probably things in space or a certain point out there to where nothing can go.
Maybe.
It probably is, it can't handle anything.
Allahu Island, like God knows best. Like I don't know. I ain't never been.
All I know is
I ain't never left off this planet.
Right. My
what they say.
If they didn't go, the only reason why they didn't go back
Is if they found something they weren't supposed to find.
Yeah, my nigga, you know that? Wrong turn. We ain't seen nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't seen nothing. We just gonna go back to our little spot and our little planet. Don't even worry about it.
That's a black astronaut.
Like, come on.
The white folk, not
We're not
racist
gonna
anyway.
think about it.
I'm talking about black folk then. We gonna be like, boy, we out of here. Hey, look, we ain't seen nothing. All right, just let me get back to Earth. All right, I ain't gonna tell nobody. And won't tell nobody.
Depending on what nigga you talking about, a nigga gonna really be like, a hood nigga gonna be like, look, I got some Reggie, I got some bread, I got some gas. Can we come to an understanding? Please come to understand. Don't eat my brain.
Yeah,
I don't want no bread. I don't need a pro.
I ain't one of them. Because if they gonna see whatever they probe you with and be like, boy, what the fuck you finna do with that?
What's this?
Nah, you ain't gonna put that in me.
Hey, no, look. Before you try to do that, bro, look. I'm gonna show you a magic trick. I'll take this.
Do y'all got nuts?
Watch this. Hold on. I got fire. Watch this. I'm about to make this solid.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm a magician. Watch.
All right, nigga.
All y'all toxic.
Make sure they hit it. Because you know once you hit that
So
weed,
hit this a couple times.
you don't feel like you is not violent. Yeah, you ain't violent no more.
Hold up.
All them
Let me get one
toxic.
more puff. That bitch ass nigga ain't not cooking no bitch.
But when it come back to shit like that, like bro, I can't say, oh, it ain't real because I don't have proof that it's not real. And I can't say, oh, it's real because I don't have proof it's real. I just have whatever they saying. I don't know either way, whether we've been there or not. I do feel like if they can, like, I feel like instead of just trying to world hop, like we should try to protect our world. Like, forget what all these countries talking about fighting with each other. The biggest thing is, you know, you can have a rock that was moving for the past 2 million years
We go to war
on course
on
on Earth
and
and take us out.
And they toxic. All
Money.
our governments are toxic.
Money
They all friends. They all be in the same room. They all be chatting with each other.
I think every
It's just
country,
somebody has a
every
disagreement
country
that they
should take
don't
a
like.
vote before you go to war, and not with your presidents or whoever talking to you telling you what they telling you. But do I got a problem with somebody over there in North Korea? Hell no, I don't even know them folks.
No,
We ain't beefing.
You got no problem.
Anybody over there in China? No, I don't hate y'all folk neither. Shit, I don't know y'all.
I don't know you.
Protect your allies.
I don't know you.
Yeah, you gotta protect your allies, but that's only if it's valid. Like even with humans, like the way we is. Like I'm not finna let my nigga pull me in some dumb ass shit. I'm finna
Hell
sit
no.
your ass over here and tell you, nigga, this is dumb.
Dumb.
Like you want me, you want to go ride on these niggas for what? This ain't about no money. This ain't about our family. Like they ain't wrong to slap your mama. What the hell we
No
talking
mama
about?
slap. No mama slap.
Your mama slap?
All right. Nah,
Oh, you just don't like the
this
nigga?
ain't serious.
What's that nigga say on Snowfall? I'd be damned if I build this shit brick by brick. I'll be damned if I let you tear it down because you don't like what a nigga say to you. Nigga, we all out here building. You ain't finna, I ain't the crash dummy that you put out here. And I ain't finna be. When you want to talk, let's talk. And I'm gonna show you how dumb this is and why you shouldn't do this shit. If you still want to go after that, I'm gonna let you know you're going by yourself. If I don't believe in it, because I ain't no hoe. If I don't believe in it, you can call me what you want to call me, bro. I'm not gonna put my life on the line for some shit I feel like is dumb. This nigga stepped on your shoes. You want to call everybody we know because this nigga accidentally stepped on your shoes.
Yeah, good.
Man, you got me fucked up.
What do we go to war?
These J's talk too much.
We go to war because the people that we went to war for, from Osama bin Laden to what's his name, Hussein, all that, they were allies back in the 90s and the 80s. We got oil, we got this and that, and guess what? Them folk got rich, and they ain't doing what we want them to do no more. So we feel like we can just go over there and do whatever. I ain't with the bullying, period. Them folk, they oil, they don't want to sell it, cool. Just like the gas price or anything. If this nigga's selling a quarter over here for 30, and this nigga selling a quarter for 50, I'm not gonna try to kill this nigga because he want to sell his for 50. That's his shit. I'm gonna go to this nigga for 30 and see if I can give him 25. if need be, you feel me? So, I mean, you know, I'm gonna pay a nigga what he want, but I mean, some folks like that, bro. That's why the world is how it is. You know what I mean? I mean, that's on them.
And nigga said negotiation.
Yeah, with business, everything is negotiable. If I'm finna conduct business with you and you don't try to negotiate, I'm gonna look at you like you crazy. Oh, you new to this shit.
Well, a relationship is a negotiation too, so you gotta figure out how to negotiate to get everything that both of you want.
Exactly, and that's how. But that takes communication. For men and women in 2023, it feels like everybody feels like you're supposed to be telepathic. You're supposed to know what she wants. No explanation needed. You supposed to know what he wants. He ain't telling you. What?
That's where it goes further. That's where it goes further because everybody think they're communicating.
That's the fucking toxic trait.
You're communicating your own way. And you're not elaborating or giving no clarity. And then it's on the other person. If you're not understanding, ask for clarity. Where they come from, there was a lot of bullshit anyway.
With what you just said, bro, with what you just said, do you feel like in a relationship that now if I'm with you and you're with me, it is not my job to try to understand how you communicate?
Yes, you got. That's the
and
time.
It's your job to try to figure out how I communicate. It's not just for me to tell you everything, but if you have a question, if I fuck with you, yeah, well, don't just bash me. Ask me, hey, why you do that? Well, I do this because such and such, such and such.
Obama, that's what it is. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That comes with time and effort. If you are with your partner on a consistent basis, you are absorbing your partner.
For sure.
In every aspect. You will know you can walk into a room like, she ain't right today. She ain't feeling bad. She sad, whatever. You could pick up on it.
Facts.
Because you're absorbing her, and it should be vice versa.
I agree.
I was like, everything don't need to be understood. Like, shit, you should know when I need some space.
But I'm gonna ask you just in case, like, babe.
Yeah.
You look I ain't got no filter. I'm gonna tell you, babe. You look a little upset. You straight? And then you know when she be like, yeah, I'm good. In the way that she don't say it, all right, look, I'm gonna step out real quick.
We can talk about this when I get back. Whenever you ready.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh shit, you don't mind? Well, you ain't good. Hey, look, you need something? Yeah. That's what we gonna go.
I gotta go to the store. I'm
gonna go to the store. You want something? I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get you something to eat. Yeah, that's how it goes.
I don't need nothing. I'm like, damn.
That's when you gonna scratch your head up.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a good evening.
When you talking about I'm gonna go get something to eat, you want something to eat? Nah, I'm good. No, damn well she ain't good. So now I gotta be in the drive-thru like, what the fuck she on?
But that comes from absorbing your partner and being there with your partner. Because if you're constantly eating together, you know what type of food she eats. You know what to order. You know
for sure. But that comes with time. Remember?
Yeah, always comes with time.
We were talking about this is 2023.
I'm talking about his episode. We were talking about the expectations with the first initial week. So I was like, that won't be expected. But that's why I said over time, if you're dealing with this person, there's some expectations that are there.
I mean, naturally you're going to, but then that comes to a relationship part where it's like, if you've been together for a while and you notice that your partner isn't picking up on some of the simpler things, it's not your decision.
She's not in it.
It's your decision now. But get what? I might be like, damn, I love this motherfucker already. Look, I'm gonna have to do the above board. I'm gonna be like, look, babe, I do this because I don't like that shit. Or I do this because such and such, because obviously you ain't picking it up on your own. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, it's always
that's the first step to a result. But if it don't be resolved after that, she ain't putting in the effort.
But guess what? That's you showing. That's you showing that you coming to the end of the line. Like you ain't picking this shit up on your own. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Hey, look, this your action is saying, look, I'm about done. So look, this is what's going on. I don't like this. Stop doing that. If you don't want to stop doing it, cool. We done. We cool. We ain't beefing on that. You feel me?
I already said my piece, and you still with your actions.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Here we go. We can part ways. I ain't got no bad blood towards nobody.
Real shit. So at the end of the day, that's any grown-up relationship for me.
Because you're toxic, and you can go with it.
Yeah, if they toxic, yeah. I mean, but some folks love that toxic shit. Because don't get some of that toxic shit be getting a nigga blood boiling like,
it's a certain
hate that you did that, but I love your ass. You
It's a certain percentage with me. I'm like, I probably could like, you gotta be at least 20% toxic. Just need 20%.
You gotta be
I
at
was
least.
just gonna
I can
say-
say that because everybody has some
It
type of
depends on-
toxicity level.
Yeah.
We're gonna say that. Just like you can only take somebody's bullshit only so far.
Yep.
So it's just like what I can stand, what level of toxicity I can stand from a woman. And I can say 20%.
I can say
It's
this.
like you
though.
said, some of that stuff be like, damn, why you do that? Damn, that's sexy at the same time, though. But damn, the fuck.
Yeah.
I can say this though. I can most definitely say that some people bring out the toxicity in you.
For sure.
So some people you are more toxic with and for than others. Because you can be in a situation where everything about the situation is toxic. Everything about the whole entire situation for what it is. Everything about the situation is toxic. And then you're another, on the other hand, you can be in a situation where respect level in a different situation.
I think that goes with a person's just what level you meet them at. You know what I'm saying? In their development as themselves. Because some folks, like I would say that any toxic relationship that you should leave, but of course that's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? You got to weigh whether or not the benefits outweigh the problems.
Not necessarily. What I'm saying is your toxic level may bring out my toxic level. No matter what stage I'm in.
And you got to decide whether or not that's good for you or not.
Of course.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is just jumping into the situation, just looking at it from this point of view and from that point of view. I could be in this situation with one person and everything could be toxic because that person's toxicity bring out my toxicity to a different level.
For sure.
And my respect level for this person may not be and his respect level for me may not be where it should be. You get what I'm saying? And then I could be in a situation on the other hand where there's no toxicity to it, where it's not that much. You get what I'm saying? Maybe a little arguing, whatever the case may be. But it's a different respect level.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
But once again, it's like it still leads into what I said as far as that would be your choice whether or not the benefits outweigh the problems.
Of course.
You have to be able to, you always got to fact check yourself. Like you have to, once a day, once a week, however, once a month, but you need to be like, okay, is this working for me?
Right.
Like you have to take a look outside yourself like, okay, is this relationship, you have to recognize what you got to know what's toxic, like you said. And then once you know what's toxic, okay, do I have this in my relationship? Okay, damn, I got this, this, and this. Okay, well, does that outweigh what, like the benefits of us being together? You feel what I'm saying? Right. And then also you have to, I don't know, you just got to do it. You know what I mean? It's still your choice.
And that's just how they say some people, oh, you bring out the worst in them.
Oh yeah, but guess what? You know why? Well, I lost the train of thought, but you know why some people do that? Because we all like excitement too. So guess what? This one person, this nigga over here that's treating you good as fuck, but you have no toxic traits. You choose this one over here that you have the most toxic traits with because he gets your blood boiling every once in a while. You get an excitement that you ain't getting from this other one over here.
You better figure out another way to get excited.
You're right. That's a conversation to be had.
Because what you gotta understand is doing that can cause underlying anxiety.
For sure.
So,
but are you not causing it to yourself?
Most definitely. That's why I said as in the soul needs to come up with another way of causing excitement. It's plenty of ways you can, cause excitement.
Yeah, let's go jump off a bridge. Into some water.
Motherfuckers role play. They
10 feet up. 10 feet up. We ain't at the 20-foot level yet.
They do all kinds of things to role play. You know what I mean?
Role play.
Shit,
role play. We get into that too. I'm with it. When I'm a doctor today, you the nurse today? What's going on?
You know what I'm saying?
Doctor feel good? Is that who I am today? I got a prescription for you. But all of it still comes back to the the fundamentals of it, which is communication.
Of course.
If two people can't communicate, even if you're in a relationship where one person communicates well and the other person don't, it's going to be tougher. Not saying it won't work. It just means that it's going to be harder for y'all to make it work.
But
you got to be cool with it.
If he understands that and he or she is patient, the person that is more so understanding, when you're around somebody who communicates well and you're often around them a lot, you'll eventually pick up on the habit of communicating how they communicate.
For sure.
So it becomes easier.
But
now,
that
if it don't
takes
ever, that's why I said,
Yeah.
if you're patient, that's why I said.
You know, we the microwave generation. We can talk about that. These folks ain't got the patience for that. They want what they want right now.
So,
But you're absolutely correct. It does take,
Yeah, because you do something in the habit for so long, it just becomes natural to you. So.
But then you also
If
have
it
the
don't
relationships
become-
like what Glenn said though, where it's like, okay, we talked about the dynamic of two people that can communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Now you may have two people that are both not good at communicating, but communication is 85% or 86% nonverbal.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have two people who are good at communicating without saying anything,
Mm-hmm.
and they work good together.
Right.
Like it's just the dynamic and who you with.
Right. Communication can be anything. However the system flows. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
However it lies, but I don't communicate with everybody.
Nah, you ain't supposed to. But if you is, it's just like with hustling. Like it's a different dynamic. You either a volume-based hustler where you got the niggas that's gonna get a pound, and I don't know the numbers because I don't sell drugs and none of that no more. You feel what I'm saying? But if we have a pound, this nigga right here gonna break it all the way down so he can make 19. He spent a band and he trying to make 19 off of it. So he's taking the longer route. You have the other person that's like, look, I'm gonna get this bag, make 200 profit, stack that up. So he's running through more bags. So now he's up to 20 bags and he's only making 300 off each, but he's growing faster. It's the same with a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? How fast do you want your relationship to go? What are you willing to invest? Are you in this for the long term? Are y'all gonna break everything down? Or is y'all gonna be, because if you're not good for me, if we both have the same mentality, then I need to run through as many females as possible until I find the one that I'm looking for. I don't need to spend 3 years with you, 5 years with you, 8 years with you, 14 years with you. I'm about to die now. I still ain't found her. You feel me?
I just said that.
So if you have your shit like in your mind, like, look, I need this, this, and this, I won't take, because you have to have standards in life, period. But especially in a relationship.
That's when that's when a lot of times when you get in a relationship boundaries, you gotta give yourself time, and you gotta get a person who you talking to a time frame too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, if you can't come to terms or do certain things in a certain time frame, coming back to people having certain habits, then I can't stay here with you.
Yeah, I can't.
But we gonna slowly wrap this thing up, and I feel like
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's one of the biggest toxic traits to have.
You gotta feed me too.
I feel like that's one of the biggest toxic traits to have though, in a relationship.
Is what?
Keep the real.
You feel like that's one of the biggest toxic traits to have in a relationship is?
I forgot what I was just about to say.
It's all good. It'll come
Not
back
having
to you.
communication.
There it is.
Communication is a must.
Not having communication.
communication.
Whether it's verbal or non.
Just trust me, there's another toxic person out there that loves your shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't even care if you yell and I don't. I'm gonna hear you. And I'm gonna decide whether I'm gonna be there.
That's a valid point. Before we even cut this off,
Oh,
I'm gonna say that because I feel real strong about that, right?
Oh,
Because shut up. Excuse me.
It's cool.
Don't do it like that. I feel real strong about that because I was just explaining to somebody that I talk to humble people, and I don't know how to respond to men who get loud with me because I'm so not used to it.
Yeah,
I'm not used to a grown man like bickering, not necessarily yelling, because I've seen a grown man yell, but not necessarily a continuous back and forth long argument. Like I ain't never really seen that. Most men that I really dealt with have been humble. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, she done yelled, she done got it all out. Okay, what you saying? Or you good now, or whatever they need to explore or express my emotion, and then they be like, you all right? and it's never been anything beyond that. I really toxic, and they'll take you to the next level. They'll argue back with you.
Get what?
They'll
That means
fight you.
I ain't even gonna care. Thank you.
Thank you. 2 cents
Well,
on
I'm
the
trying
dollar.
to fix that.
We'll catch y'all on Tuesday,
Always look
7
yourself in the
p.m.
mirror. Break down your toxicity levels, man. Break it down.
See what's going
Yeah,
on.
less toxic people, better relationship, longer lasting marriages, healthier families.
That shit take work.
Blended minds out.
Obama.
The juice god. It's your girl Sammy P. Catch us next week.
Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Tuesday, 7. Maybe 7:30.
Nah, we starting at
Nah,
7.
Oh.